position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This way, the field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Oh, that putt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Running to the left. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the missing.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A 3rd down and short. You know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quick release by the QB. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Got his man downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Iowa State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Firing to the right, complete. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're dealing with a second and long. A designed run for the quarterback.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing.
Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes a grab, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the point after is good. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about...
Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. Touchdown, Cyclones! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll take it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have that.
Quick catch on 3rd down. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. And the defense jumps on it. A turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown time.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game on offense.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He'll keep it himself. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Buys a little time. Rolling right and going deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Going to try to get it himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to beat him to the left. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead with the 6.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's got an open man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cyclones are flying down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Cyclones just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down. Steps away to find some room. Got his man to the left.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time.
Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Lots of running room at the 20. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Alabama quickly back to the line. Defense in press coverage. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Great job by the back on the option. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Louisiana. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Calls his own number. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. They'll toss it to the left. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. Lowers those pads. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games and big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On the move. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. The
like one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
Oh, he's got some space. Drills him with the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Gives it on the option. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Slithers into space. Turning it on. good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Catch in the middle, it's Horn. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using his feet. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.